Okie dokie, you know the drill, making sure my mic sounds okay. I think it sounds good. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. I'm back from Comic-Con. Yay! And yay. Sad. Excited, yay, and sad, yay. It was a very exhausting time, but very fun time. So we'll definitely talk about some of it. I wasn't able to upload any of the photos I wanted to, but we'll get there eventually, and we'll talk about some of the photos that we saw, but we can still talk about it. So let's get into it. We're playing some Sky today. Thank you, Mighty, for redeeming first your stream's champion of love and justice. The world is a better place with you here. And we're gonna do the next season event. But for right now, we're gonna go and do our dailies. So we're gonna do our dailies and then... Ooh. What's over here? Okay, let me grab my dailies first and then we'll check that out. And I think I have the very beginnings of maybe a cold, and so I'm trying to combat it. I'm trying to combat it so hard by like taking vitamin C and like zinc and all the things before it becomes a problem. So hopefully it won't become a problem. But yeah, so I'm gonna sneeze 1 second. Okay, I'm back. That was a violent one. So we are... Actually, let me just make sure one thing. I'm hoping that I'm not at home, or else I would play. Wishing no germies. Yeah, thank you. Let me do this. Okay. So that is good. Well, get safe, be safe getting home, Mighty. So yeah, so... How did it start? It started very hectically. I think I mentioned before that I was like con crunching up until like literally through the weekend that I was there. I never stopped working on my cosplays. But for the first thing, I should have known that it was going to be a crazy weekend because the night before, was it like the night before or yeah, I think it was like the night before. I ended up trying to like take a quick nap, and the nap ended up being like a long sleep. And I think what happened is that I ended up I didn't pack anything the night before. I hadn't packed anything, no like regular clothes, no cosplays, no nothing. So I had woken up like super late. I don't know if it was like in the middle of the night or what. And I had my um actually no, I think I ended up waking up like um late in the night. I think that's what it was, like 8 p.m. or something like that. And then I think I canceled stream because I'm like, I need to pack. I can't I can't be on stream lollygagging. Um Oh, what's this? This is cute. Oh, this is cute. It's like a little spring. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let's go talk to this person. Ooh, okay. Spring is here, y'all. I'm so happy. The warmer weather is coming. Yet, we had some really warm weather here in New England. But then, yesterday and today was really, really cold. Like in the 30s, and I was so upset. Uh, Water the sunflowers to earn event tickets every day before they wither. Okay, we can do that. Okay, where is that? Okay, I know where that is. Okay, so they're down below. Okay, they're down below. Sunflowers need our help to reach upward towards the sun. Okay, we can definitely do that. Let me see what they have. That is event tickets, 30 event tickets. The hair, the outfit is really nice. Okay. Oh, so it looks like I already got some of the stuff, so it just looks like I need about, what, 60? And if I get 5... Yeah, a little over 60. I need a little over 60 tickets. Okay. Hopefully we'll get enough. Let's go and water the plants. So yeah, so the day before I was supposed to... How do I water the plants? Hey, can you help me water the plants? Oh, that's cute, the little sunflower. Dang! That's expensive. That is expensive. Hold on. Okay. It's... it's freaking out. Right. Okay, so how do you water these things? Do I... quite understanding. See? Okay, they have a bucket. Where are they getting the bucket? Ah, there we go. There's the bucket. How do I... How do I use the bucket? Grab the bucket. Okay. Got it. We got it. We have to walk very slowly. There we go. Do I have to water each one? A slow walk back. Oh, Lord. Yep. Gotta water each one. Oh, Lord. This is actually tedious. Anyways, okay, while we do this. So, yeah, so it was really late when I was packing. I was trying to, like, remember everything that I needed. Oh, all event tickets were collected. Okay. Okay, so we only have to do 2. Okay, that actually is nice. Okay, that's nice. Even though it's 8. Is it? Oh, you know what? I got 2, so 7, 6. Welcome in, Blurty. How you doing today? Okay, so we're gonna go find some of the thingamajiggies. Apparently you're packing, alright? I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean? So yeah, so the night before I left, I was like frantically trying to pack. There's one up top. Ooh, give me. There we go. I was frantically trying to pack. I was trying to make sure that I remember everything that I needed, all my cosplays, which I thought I did. And then ended up forgetting one piece of one of my cosplays, which made me so upset, honestly. It made me very, very upset that I forgot it. To this day, I'm like, I mean, there's nothing I could do about it now, but it was definitely something that I sat in my, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. So anyways, so we're packing. I'm trying to make sure that I have everything. I have to think about what clothes Kevin McAllister on cosplay. Yeah, I guess. um but yeah, so I was packing the day before. I was trying to like make sure. Is there one like all the way up here? Thank you for your teaming second. Well, look what the kitsune I dragged in. Is that one right there? No. There should have been one up here. But I guess not. I guess not. Okay, anyways. So, I was trying to think of like what regular clothes I should like wear. I had outfits for like the parties, the night parties. I had an outfit for Thursday night, which was just a bowling night. Welcome back to stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry if I sound a little nasally, more nasally than usual. I think I'm getting a cold, which I hope not. I'm trying my best not to get a cold. But we're trying to find the what is it? The event tickets. I bet you, is there one underneath the bridge? Huh. Missed opportunity to put one underneath the bridge. But I think there is probably one down below. I know for sure there's one on the top of the pillars. I see two right there. Oh, you little punk. Get me here. Come here. Get me up. Get me up. Oh, dang it. Alright. I need light. So yeah, so I had an idea of what I was going to wear for the parties. So that was fine. That was like nice and easy. For the day 0, it was at a bowling alley, which was so much fun. Q, welcome in. Hey, did I miss the breadcrumb story? No, I just started. I don't have any pictures, unfortunately. I couldn't figure out how to upload them in a timely fashion. So I'll try to do that on Sunday and have the pictures up for Sunday and we can talk about them. But I'm just talking about the story. I'm starting with me for falling asleep because I was only supposed to take a nap for like 30 minutes and I ended up taking a nap for like so much longer than 30 minutes. And then having to frantically pack my suitcase and then go to bed with enough time to be able to get enough rest for the day. Which, I mean, I think I did. I think it was like fine, whatever, the next day. It was only an hour and a half travel, which basically in the plane, like when you're boarding to the time you like take off, that's about like 20 minutes, right? Give or take. And then you're only up in the air for about like half an hour. And then when you land and then you get to the gate and then you get off, it's about another like 10-ish minutes, you know? So super nice. Nice and quick trip. I feel like I should make that trip more often since it's so easy. But I also don't have a reason. Other than like I could see my con friends, but it's always a little bit awkward seeing my con friends not during a con. Because it's like all we talk about is like anime and cosplays, right? And we talk about like real life as well too sometimes, but for the most part. Hello? Okay, so we found half of them. I think we're good. So yeah, so the night before I was just like stressing out that I didn't that I wasn't being as set to my schedule, I guess. I don't know what the word I'm really looking for. I didn't adhere to my schedule and I was like thrown off a little bit with having to like pack like into the late night and then stressing out about that and having enough time to sleep and then waking up and all that jazz. But it ended up working out. So the next day, I wake up. I had all my bags packed, thankfully. I think I did a pretty good job with like not overpacking. I did bring extra cosplays, and I'm kind of glad I did because I ended up changing which cosplay that I was gonna wear. Um, I ended up changing which cosplay that I was gonna wear, which I was glad that I did, because a lot of people loved it. I was gonna be Rengoku on or not Monday, on Friday, but ended up being number 5 on Friday, and I feel like I got a better. I think that was a better choice than being Rengoku, even though I love Rengoku. I think for the theme, which the theme was Geek Neck, so like a 90s sort of vibe, 90s hip hop vibe. Circa freak neck. Whoa, I am. Lord, have mercy on my soul. Lord, I just want to get this thing. Lord. Why? I just want to get this thing. Oh, Lord. Can you just let me have it? No, can't. How? I want someone to get up there and try to do it. And try to get it, because why that thing is spinning the way it's spinning is beyond me. Oh, Lord. Hi, Ace. How you doing? Ugh, gosh. So yeah, so and the camera is just like not helping whatsoever. Ugh. Let me up. That's awesome, Ace. I'm glad you got it. Hopefully I get it. Ugh. Mother of pearl. um. So yeah, so I woke up. I drove to the airport. I didn't really want to trust an Uber to drive there just because I've been like, fly high above and grab it. Okay, I'll try that. So I wanted to drive myself. I wanted to drive myself because I don't really trust the Ubers to actually come on time. Like, it's really frustrating. I've been burned before with the Ubers, especially if it's like an early morning flight. Especially if it's an early morning flight. Especially if it's an early morning flight, I can't really trust that the Ubers are gonna arrive. I can't arrive on time because I have been. I'm just gonna come back to this one. I'm just gonna go to another one and I'll come back to it later. I wonder if the other one is spinning. Doesn't look like it. There's another one down here. Oh no, that's just wax. Got it. So I drove myself, which was fine. I parked and I got to the airport on time. There was like this thing about like the TSA, how like they took away pre-check. And I was just like, why? Why did they do that? Because I have pre-check. And a lot of people I was hearing from were like, okay, if you take away pre-check, are you going to give us our money back because you pay to get pre-check. I'm not understanding. Why are these so hard to get? Okay, whatever. Any other ones? So that's 2. Let's see. Fly around here, see if we see any more. Ooh, I'm out of light. So yeah, so there's like this big thing with like the TSA taking away the pre-check and whatnot. And I was a little bit frustrated. I was like, of course it's on the time where I need the pre-check the most. It's when I need pre-check is when they take it away, and it was like super frustrating. Butterflies, butterflies in the sky. Okay, let's look around, look around. I don't see any over here. Ooh, maybe there might be... I think that there'd be one inside. Huh, missed opportunity to put one inside of these in here. That would be like a really good spot to put. Ah, we found one. Nice. Okay, 8. And those 2 at the top will be 9, 10. 9, 10, 11? Because I think all 3 of them I couldn't get. Okay, so that would be 11. Where else do you think one would be? But anyways, they ended up bringing back the pre-check. They ended up bringing back the pre-check like the next day or something because everybody was in an uproar on the internet. Being like, what the heck? Like, are you guys serious? So I think they realized that it was gonna be more harm than good, which I don't even really understand fully, of why they did it in the first place. 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I'm still looking for... Do you think one would be inside here? Hmm. Oh Lord, don't snatch me up. So yeah, so I got to the airport. The actual flight itself was actually really good. Um, I went through Southwest and it was a little bit annoying that they had their new baggage policy. So the assigned seating thing was like fine, but the baggage policy was like super annoying. It was like, I used to love the free. I used to love the free. Bruh. I'm all out of light. Are there any Any butterflies near me? Lord have mercy. Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe there might be more up top. Oh, it's okay, Ace. I'm not in a big rush to get them. I got 20 days. I'll figure it out. I'm just chatting and flying around. I gotta go and do my dailies. What do we have to do? Relive a spirit memory in the Vault of Knowledge. Collect the purple light. And relive the wise grandparent's memory in the Vault of Knowledge. Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay. Sweep me up. And let me take a look. Other than those three, I don't really see any other ones other than those three. You didn't get a noti, oh no. But you made it here. Don't take me away. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. So we're back up here. There was one over there. We got the one that was here. Huh. Okay. Anywho. We'll finish the realm. We can always come back to, we can always come back to find the rest of them. I wonder. That's the thing, is that there's so many, like, hidden spots that you could find them. Like, there's a spot, like, over there. Bruh, put away the bucket, please. There's a spot, like, over this way. Like, over there. Where you can go up a little, like, 8-person elevator. Could one be over there? Maybe. And then, would there be one inside this temple? There's also a 2-player door. There's also a 2-player door. That's over here. Would one be inside there? Who knows? But we'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, the items are really cool. You gonna get any? So, the day that I leave, it's a Wednesday, right? So I got a VIP pass, so everything started on Thursday for me. Thursday, like afternoon, Thursday night. But I knew I was gonna probably miss most of the most of the VIP stuff only because I was finishing cosplay stuff, right? So I had a lot to finish. I had to crochet. I was trying to finish crocheting the chopper hat, which I haven't finished yet. That's why I had the backup one. I also had to put spikes on the boots and my bodysuit for the Phoenix cosplay. The Phoenix cosplay was on Saturday. So I was prioritizing in my chopper cosplay was on Sunday. And in the time that I was doing the chopper cosplay, I had the audacious idea to make a bag, and so I was I was doing that. I was like, okay, I have to finish that. And so I had to like do that. So I was like, okay, great. So what do I prioritize first? Do I prioritize the Phoenix cosplay, which I should have? Yes. Prioritize the Phoenix cosplay, critical. Or do I crochet and do my chopper? No, that what want to talk to you about. Oh, that's what you want to talk to me about? Okay. So, um, so Wednesday I get there. Luckily, I could, what do you call it? Because I left like my flight was at like what 7 a.m. So I was getting in around like a little later than 7 a.m. I think it was like 7:50 or something like that. So I was getting in around like 9 o'clock ish or something. So like pretty late, pretty early in the morning, later morning. But very early for check-in. Usually like for early check-in, you can do like 12 p.m. But regular check-in is at 3. So I was like, if I can't check in early, I am kind of screwed. But I was like, if anything, I could always hang out in the lobby, do my crochet cosplay, do my crochet, get breakfast in they have like a Starbucks in the lobby of the hotel. So I could just have my bags held at the reception, which they're very good about that, which is really nice. They're very good about that, about holding your bags if you get there early. I wonder. Nope, I don't see one here. Missed opportunity to put a hidden thingamajiggy up here. But I get it. Missed opportunity though. Oh, did I forget one? I see a wax. Okay, nice. Alright, so we're gonna head home and we're gonna do our dailies in the Vault of Knowledge. So yeah, so I get off the plane. My first interaction with someone was the shuttle bus guy. So luckily there is a shuttle that goes from the airport straight to my hotel. Super nice, super convenient. You don't have to worry about absolutely free. You don't have to worry about getting an Uber or anything like that. So the shuttle comes, and I ask the guy, on the shuttle it says Courtyard Marriott. That's where I stayed. And so I'm just like, hi, and and he's like, are you here for the shuttle? I was like, yeah, the Courtyard. He's like, which one? I was like, what? I was like, what? I was like so confused. I was like, what? what do you mean, which one? I was like, the shuttle says Courtyard Marriott. I was like, are you not going to the Courtyard Marriott? And he's like, there's more than one. I was like, uh, okay, in the 4 years I've been going to BlurredCon, I have never had any problems with the driver saying, which one are you going to? You just get on the bus, he goes to all of them. So I was like, thank you for redeeming daily ramen. What up, Remade? How you doing today? Happy Friday. We're going to the Vault of Knowledge. So I'm a little like taken back, and I was like, okay, am I like not understanding things anymore? Like, what's going on? And then the guy is like, what up, Twix? Um, and the guy's like giving me a little bit of attitude. I'm like, first off, it's it's like almost 10 a.m., bro. I was like, chill. I'm like, the Courtyard Marriott in Crystal City. He's like, okay, that's all you had to say. I was like, first off, why does it even matter? Because you're going to all of them anyways. So I don't understand what what your deal is. Ooh, baddie Senshi. A baddie. I don't even know what that song is, but it sounded cool when I posted it in my TikTok reel. I was like, ooh, I like the song. It fits the cosplay. It doesn't fit me, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Am I missing, one, two... Yeah, I'm missing one. One, two is right over here. Three is right over here. There should be four in this level, right? Interesting. I feel like I'm missing one on this level. Hey, you better turn up on him. That got me a bit upset. Well, like, I was trying to understand where he was coming from, but I wasn't. And I was like getting so confused about why he was like so adamant about what specific courtyard. And I'm like looking at the shuttle. I'm like, it says Courtyard Marriott. Are you not going to the Courtyard Marriott? And I was like, make this make sense. I'm like, sometimes I'm kind of ditzy, but I was like, I don't think I'm missing the point, but I feel like I'm missing the point. But anywho, we figured it out. I kind of gave him a side eye. I was like, okay. Because he was like, well, that's all you had to say. I was like, okay. And I just like got on the shuttle. I was like, whatever, bro. You're not gonna, what is it called? Blow out my candle? That's definitely not the saying. You're not gonna crush my vibe? That's also not the saying, but I can't really think of what the actual saying is. Jock my style? That's definitely not what I want to say, but I feel like it's getting worse the more that I try to like figure out what the saying is, and it works. Yeah, it works. Anywho, so I got to the hotel. I was really hoping that they'd let me check in early, but I was okay if they didn't, which totally understandable if they didn't because it was super early. But with Southwest, like it was either early or it was like late afternoon. And I didn't want to get there in the late afternoon because I needed to like go on a Target run, grab some like hotel essentials, right? Because I go and I get water when I go to the store. I go and get water. Oh, maybe it's not double candles. I think that's what I was assuming, that it was. I think I was just assuming that it was double candles still, but I don't think that it is. Which one is the grandpa? Oh, do you also know that I think I missed getting the purple light on the first level. There's a grandpa's memory. Grandparents' memory. No, it's not this one. That's at the first floor. Oh, the grandparents' memory? Okay. Alright. So we gotta go back to the first floor. Alright, I'm going back home, Twix. BRB, yeah, no worries. Also, today's tea is a pineapple white tea with honey because I'm off my diet so I can have honey again. Ooh, ooh. Sugar, da 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 da. Oh, honey, honey, da 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 da. I restarted my game. But it's really good. I'm really happy. Next week I'm doing a detox. Because I ate like absolute trash this week. I ate like trash this week, so I'm doing a detox and we're getting back to it because I'll talk about it a little bit later, but I have some very, very ambitious cosplays that I need to start now with working out so that ways I'm not having to um bodycon crunch like I did uh last month, you know. I don't want to do that again. I want to maybe like do like a shortcut. But for the most part I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. Anyways, so I get there. I talk to the registration. I talk to the reception. They're super nice. They're like, yeah, I don't think we have a room right now. I was like, that's perfectly fine. I know I'm crazy early, so, do you guys mind just holding my stuff? And they were like, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So oh, it's this one. Okay, perfect. Um, so as I am handing off my suitcases to one of the concierge ladies, another one is like, oh, actually, I think we might have a room ready for you. I was like, that would be amazing if you do, because I am quite sleepy and I would love to be able to um, take a nap. If I can get in and take a nap, um, start unpacking all of that jazz. Um, and so she was able to find me a room, so I was very thankful for that. And so I get in, I unpack some of my stuff, right? So I unpack some of my stuff and I figure out what I still need. I needed one thing for one of my cosplays if I was gonna do Rengoku. So I had ordered that on Amazon that was gonna come delivered to Washington, where I was staying, which was like really nice that you can have like your packages delivered not to your house. So it was like at a Whole Foods is a Amazon drop off place. So that was actually pretty cool. It came in clutch because the three things that I ended up forgetting that were very annoying that I forgot. One was a Doflamingo's glasses, even though I literally had two of them at home. And I was like, perfect, I have two. I have an extra one, blah, blah, blah. And I just forgot to bring it. I was like so annoyed. So I had to order a new one and have it sent. Luckily, it was going to get there on Saturday or something like that. And I didn't have to wear it until Sunday. I was like, that's fine. I don't care. And then the other one was, what was it? Oh, like a corset top. So if I was going to be Rengoku, I was trying to see if I liked this black corset top rather than a traditional obi for the kimono that I was wearing um for Rengoku. I didn't end up liking it, and so that's why I ended up changing my mind about doing the Rengoku cosplay on Friday and going with my number 5 cosplay. And I ended up, thankfully, like bringing that as a backup just in case. So I brought I brought 5 cosplays altogether, and I ended up wearing 4 of them. So I had that backup. Um, I had that backup just in case. I'm so glad that I did that. So, um, it was such a good idea because it fit the theme of the 90s like cartoons, and everybody loves it when I cosplay number 5, and it's really nice to hear people like, you do a great number 5, blah blah blah. So also it's always like really nice, and people remember me from previous years of wearing that cosplay. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Um, I feel like I can finish this realm. I feel like I can finish this realm. So I knew what I had to do. I knew what cosplays I had to work on. So Wednesday came. Um, I started crocheting mostly. I started crocheting mostly, and then laying out all my cosplays and all that jazz. I went to the store and got snacks. I got some candy, which was really funny because the first bag of candy that I had, it actually gave me a little bit of a tummy ache because I hadn't I hadn't had candy in such a long time that I think my body was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I'm like, please, I just want some trolleys. And it was really funny. But it wasn't too bad, but it was definitely like, ugh, too much candy. I was like, it was just one bag of trolleys, please. So I ended up doing that on Wednesday, and then Thursday came, and I knew that I still had a lot to do. Um, with Friday coming up, I decided to do a number 5 cosplay, but also I was trying to finish all the crochet projects. So the hat I was trying to finish, but then I had like put aside the hat, and I was like, I need to try to finish the bag itself. So I was trying to finish the bag, plus I was trying to tell myself that I should try to put the spikes on my boots um, so that they could cure. I can make sure that they would stay on and everything like that. And so I feel like I sent a video of me with like one leg on the boots because I initially started doing um the spikes in my room, but the fumes were really bad at one point. The fumes were really bad. What do you want, Dim Dim? Do you want to go in? There you go. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Go in if you're going in. Go in. Go in. This guy. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. So, they want help. Okay. You are the best person for that, Ace. Because you know a lot more than I do, so you are the pro. So Thursday I was just like crocheting, and getting my cosplays together. I don't really need this, but I'll help. There you go. And then, yeah, so I was just doing crocheting. By the way, you did an awesome job with your cosplays. Thank you so much, Remade. I appreciate that. I was the whole entire weekend, I was stressing out. I'm not gonna lie to you, the whole entire weekend was so much fun. However, I spent so much time in my hotel room working on my cosplays, stressing about finishing cosplays, um, trying to get my head around, okay, you'll be fine wearing this. It'll be fine. You look fine. Like trying to get my confidence up because especially on Saturday, I ended up wearing 2 cosplays, which were my most nerve-wracking cosplays. So the first one was my Sailor Saturn cosplay, which I love wearing. But oh yes, but one of the other things that ended up happening prior to me leaving, your 2020 chopper costume was top notch. Oh, thank you so much. Um, I definitely have to refine it a little bit. I have to think about how I can make it look a little bit better, but I think it did come out really cute. It was so much fun to wear. That was like one of the funnest cosplays, and I loved that it was on Sunday because I didn't have to worry about anything else. Because that was the last cosplay that I was gonna wear. Um, it was easy. I didn't have to like worry about my body image or anything like that. It was so comfortable, and I just had so much fun on Sunday, wearing that cosplay. I did the One Piece meetup, and that was like so much fun. But yeah, so prior to me leaving, I was getting my Sailor Saturn cosplay together, and I was like, okay, I'll bring my staff. And so I grabbed it, and usually I have a little bit of a tough time unscrewing the pieces because it um, unscrews into 3 pieces, and then I put it in my suitcase. But I also have like these like grip gloves as well too that help me grip it so that way I can unscrew it. I could not unscrew the staff to save my life. And this was like in the middle of the night, the day before I had to leave. I had packed everything. I was gonna pack the staff, and I'm just like, I can't, I can't unscrew it. I can't unscrew it. So then my second thought was, okay, don't freak out. Don't get upset. It is what it is. You do have an alternative. My friends, for one of my birthdays, got me a Sailor Saturn. Um, their husband made a Sailor Saturn wooden um, transformation wand. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would actually be so cool if I could find it and bring it. Did I find it? No. It's definitely in my apartment somewhere, and it's for sure in the closet that I was looking at. But I was getting so frustrated with not being able to find it that I had like ended up being like, you know what? I need to go to bed. I've spent at that point, I had spent a good like couple of minutes trying to unscrew the staff, and a good couple of minutes trying to unscrew the staff, and then probably about half an hour trying to find the um the wand. And it was already getting really late, and I was like, okay, I need to just cut my losses and just be okay with not having the staff or um the wand. And I was like, okay, it is what it is. It's fine. Um so Friday comes, and I'm laying out everything. I'm like, okay, I have all of my pieces for all of my cosplays. I thought. um, Foreshadowing. I thought I had all of the pieces for all of my cosplays. Um, and then uh, Thursday night comes. We do the bowling. The bowling was so much fun. So it was like they had a DJ. They had food. At that point, I was still not really eating like indulging too much because I'm like I have to I have to like make weight for Saturday. I can't eat anything and indulge and be like a bloated marshmallow. Um so I still had to like be a little bit conservative with what I ate. I still had a little bit I indulged a little bit, but I didn't like they had pretzels, they had wings, they had all the yum yum stuff, and I wanted all of it, but I was like, no. But I was like, no, just wait, just wait. After Saturday, you can eat whatever you want, and it'll be fine. Just get through to Saturday, and you'll be fine. So I ended up wearing for Thursday night for the bowling. I had been in conversation with some of the ladies in my Black Girls Who Cosplay Discord group, and they were saying how there's a tradition during Dragon Con, which is the uh which is the Comic-Con in Atlanta. It's a super big Comic-Con in Atlanta. I've been to it once, and it was a lot of fun, but it was very overwhelming because it's so big. But they have a little tradition, like Dragon Con has been around for a long time, and they have some traditions that are very, very cool. One of them is on day zero, everybody usually dresses up, um, not really in a cosplay, but they all wear like fun onesies. So, so one of the girls in the group was like, "Do you guys want to wear onesies?" And I was like, "Girl, I don't got no onesie." I was like, "Now I gotta get a onesie." And so I was trying to think of what kind of onesie that I would wear. I wanted to get a girl onesie, um, from Invader Zim, if anybody has seen that cartoon. I love Gur. Gur is one of my favorite characters, so I wanted to get a Gur onesie, but when I was looking online, I could only do Amazon because I like needed it like ASAP. So I was looking online, and all I could find was like a Stitch onesie. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I could wear a Stitch onesie, but I was like, I don't really want to wear a Stitch onesie. So I ended up finding um, a onesie that was from Toy Story, and it was the alien in the claw machine uh, onesie. And I was like, that's actually kind of cute. I like that. So I ended up getting that one. And it actually ended up being like super comfortable. It was perfect because um, Thursday night ended up being like super rainy and cold. And so we were waiting in line for the bowling, and me and my friend were getting like wet. Me and my friend were getting wet because it started raining, and we didn't have umbrellas because I didn't realize that it was going to be raining like that. And so it was great because it had like a little hood, so I used that, and plus it was like nice and cozy and warm. So um, I ended up like just uh, wearing that on Thursday night, and that was a lot of fun. I posted a picture of me and my friend at the bowling, and then I have a picture of we ended up doing Dance Dance Revolution, the little like dancing game that they have at the arcades, and that was a lot of fun. I had never done Dance Dance Revolution before, so thank you so much for the
Matthias,
follow. I
cutie,
appreciate
for
it.
the follow.
So so are we going? Yeah, we're going up here. So yeah, Thursday night at the bowling party was a lot of fun, and I actually liked that a lot more than the dance parties that they usually have. And it's just because you can interact with people a little bit more. It just creates a fun, like, just laid back, chill atmosphere. Like, you're not trying to impress anybody with, like, dance moves, or you're not trying to, like, skeeve on girls. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're bowling, you're having fun. Um, there were definitely some people that took it way serious, but that was also really fun to watch. Um, the people that um like do like physics, and they do like the angles and the spinning of the ball to like um get the best like pins knocked down and whatnot. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna dance with the music and then throw it, and if it goes to the gutter. Nesto, welcome in. Happy Friday. Ooh, Madam Kuriko, how art thou? I art good, sir. Uh, how dost thou be, as well? Yeah, how was your weekend? Yeah, um, I'm talking about Thursday night, but my weekend was amazing. Super exhausting, tiring. I'm chilling. I just ate. Ooh, what'd you have for dinner? Tell me. Let me live vicariously through you. I had a chicken parm sub for lunch, and that was it. Um, so yeah. I mean week, not weekend. Oh, okay. My week has been okay. Sad that I'm back at work. Annoyed that I'm back at work and I haven't found a rich zaddy that can fund my lifestyle of um, not asking for anything from me other than just wanting to give me money. So I'm adorable. And letting me live my life. And letting me live my life. Yeah, don't that in flirty, please. Thank you. Bruh. I'm just being real. Oh, look at that hair. Ooh. The hair is nice. She's still searching. Oh yeah, I'm always searching for the rich daddy. No, I'm just joking. Where am I going next? Are my hands are behind my back? Why? Okay, there we go. Alright, so we need to go to the this thing. 40. Okay. We're gonna go to... There's 20 days left. I feel you in depth. I feel you in the depth of my soul. Ooh. Very impassioned. But yeah, the bowling was so much fun. I hope they do it next year as well too. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. What? You got a long way. A long way for what? Okay. So yeah, so Thursday I wore the Toy Story Aliens onesie, which was really cool. I'm still gonna look for a Gur outfit. I want to wear a Gur onesie, but I like the onesie idea for day 0 because it just like takes away the worry about what you're gonna wear. Like, are you gonna cosplay or are you not gonna cosplay? You're like, bruh, I'm just gonna have fun. I'm just gonna wear a onesie, chill out, and people loved it. I looked adorable. People loved it, so I liked it too. So I think I'm gonna continue doing that. Friday came, and like I said earlier, I had changed my mind about doing Rengoku, and ended up doing number 5. So that was an easy cosplay. That one was nice and comfortable for me, which I absolutely liked. Very simple as well too, and people loved it. And so it was funny because like I got dressed in the cosplay, and then I was like, well, I still need to finish this bag, and if I'm gonna go out and a lot of my friends were coming in either later on that day, like later on the afternoon. So I was gonna be like solo dolo, like in the beginning. So I was like, okay, I can get dressed. I can go out and just like mingle with the people, and I can bring my crochet stuff. And so there's a picture that I'll show you guys when we talk about, or when I show you guys the pictures that I have for con, is that like I was in the lobby, just like, you know, people watching and like having fun, and a photographer comes up to me, and I'm just like doing my crochet thing, and he was like, "Can I take a picture of you?" I was like, "Oh no, I can, yeah, sure." And so I'm thinking he wants to take a picture of me in my cosplay. I'm thinking he wants to take a picture of me in my cosplay. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Discover how the Spyro Summoner helps the light mending daily lanterns. Okay. Cool, cool. There's one up here. Nice. And I think that there was one over here. Okay, they got it already. Okay, they got that one. You know me, I usually just like fly around. And if we find one, then that's great, but we usually just wait for other people to find them. Because I usually don't know where any of them are. Honestly. Oh, nice. Oh, forgot to say test stream next week. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, congratulations, Twix. Hopefully it goes well. How did I get on the... How did I... They always reset... They always reset you on the ground. Oh, I found one. Oh, I found two. Nice. I'm helping. Oh, they got it. Well, I helped once. I helped once.
I am be honest, I don't understand any of this objective. Like I don't feel no story in this season.
Maddie Cutie. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. Yes, now I can be like, OMG, Twix is streaming. How exciting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for sure. You're the cutie. Oh, thank you. I am a cutie, aren't I? No. I am a cutie. I tried to be a baddie this last weekend. I I half got there. You know, I looked the part. Did I act the part? Not really. I was pretty awkward with it, but at least I looked the part of a baddie. Oh, I found one. But yeah, so that was Friday. I was like sitting in the lobby and a photographer came up to me and was like, "Can I take a picture of you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." I like put down my crochet stuff, thinking that he wanted to take a picture of me in my number 5 outfit. And yeah, the story's a little bit weird. I think the final fragment splintered off the crystal. Okay, we'll have to find it. Nice. That should be the last one, right? I need more pink. Please, next season be pink. Well, they have... Oh, that's like spring. Oh, that would be nice. I mean, maybe they'll do like a cherry blossom. That would be really nice. Maybe they'll do like a cherry blossom. I really like enjoyed the the season of love, even though I got most of everything that I needed uh previously. So I didn't really do anything for the season of love other than I got the wand, the love wand, the heart wand. I got that. Um did we not find the last one? Usually we have the cutscene. Lord, be a fence. Oh Lord. I'm all out of well, I'm out of light, y'all. Story of my life. This story of my life. I literally don't understand why you can't have your full wing light. It's like kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. Like, what's the point in only giving us a couple of flaps? Well, I guess the point is that you're supposed to be using the apparati, uh, in order to help you. You found it. Is that the last one? Oh, I found one. Kid says hi! Have you played the demo for Usual June? I have not. I haven't even played. Did you get a chance to dance with anyone? Ooh, did I get a chance to dance with anyone? No. honestly, honestly, I will like let you know. I love dancing. I don't like dancing with someone. It ruins my groove. I love just like vibing. I like vibing in my own space with someone. If I'm like dancing with someone, I'm like, I gotta go at their like groove and their rhythm, and then if the rhythm is off because I want to do my own thing, it's like a whole to do. It's hard to find someone that matches the same energy. Exactly. Exactly. And then, it all depends on who it is. It's just like, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm just here for the vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for the I'm not here for the saucy sauce, right? I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm here for the vibes. I'm here to just have fun. So I usually just like to dance by myself with my friends. Um, and so yeah, like, would people come up to me? For sure. Am I like a rude person? I'm like, oh, gross. No, but will I quickly turn around and face you and be like, yo, okay, and dance facing them? And then they kind of get the hint? Absolutely. If they end up leaving, I know that they're not about the vibes. If they continue to dance, then I am all for it and we can like groove together. And then I'm like, I know you're cool people then. But if they end up leaving, I'm like, okay. You're not my type of person. Anyways. 'Cause I like a person I can just groove with, you know? You know what I'm saying? Have we not found the last crystal? I mean, I'm not really helping. But also... Also, where the frick is this last crystal? I found it! Nice. Oh, I fell! No. Oh, Lord. That's all you, Ace. I make the slow descent back down to the ground. Well, there's that. I don't have much rhythm. I got a mean two-step. We will just groove. Exactly. And I'm okay with that. Since she said I'm just trying to catch a vibe, not the feels. I mean, if I catch feels, then I'm for that. But if that's all you're looking for, then you're not. I'm like, I'm not gonna reject the feels, but if that's all you're looking for, then that's not what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that setting, like, I'm just here to, like, have fun. And if something ends up happening, that's just an added bonus. But that's not why I'm here. I'm at this dance party to dance. I'm not at this dance party to skeeve on guys. The heck? I'm not. I'm not at a dance party to skeeve on guys. Like the heck? Does that mean I ain't looking when I see a guy like grooving out? I actually really love that. When guys get in their little circles and groove out, I think that's the most adorable thing. Not like adorable, because I know like guys don't want to be adorable, but I think that's like really cool. Okay, I'll just say that. I'll say it's really cool. I think that's really cool. That means that guys just are. I like when guys are just like actually having genuine fun. You know what I'm saying? So I actually really love like when like guys are just like dancing with each other, like hyping each other up and just like grooving. Uh I'm like, yeah, bro. Like bro time is like the best. Girl, we got warp. At what? I don't even know where I am, honestly. Let's get warped to some random place. How have we not found all the crystals? Ah! How have we not found all the crystals? What the freak frackin' heck? Where is the last one? Someone find the last crystal. Someone, yeah, please. Where the freak? Where the freak is the last crystal? As small as this place is, like, they hide these frickin' crystals very well. And it's also because there's so many nooks and crannies. Anyways. But yeah, so Friday, yes. So Friday, I did number 5. That was really cool. With homies dancing in a circle, hyping each other up. Yeah, exactly. Is that honestly, is that not fun? Like if you're with your guy friends and you guys are all just like having fun dancing, is that not fun for you? If I'm with my girls and we're in a circle dancing, I think that that's fun. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I have one of these friends that are like this. He's like too cool for school. He doesn't do too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll dance, but he wants to look cool when he dances. I'm like, bruh. Like, just let loose and have fun. He's like, nah, I'll just do this. Like, cause he doesn't want to, like, look like a goofy. I'm like, you're not gonna look like a goofy, and even if you do look like a goofy, you're in a space that no one gives a crap. No one cares. No one cares. You're at a nerd convention. We're all goofies. The heck? I don't really dance anymore. Sima don't dance, we just pull up pants and do the rock away. A lean back, a lean back, a lean back, a lean back. As long as you're grooving, looking goofy, having personality. Exactly. That's so you get it. You get it. Waiting for you to claim it. Claim what? The people never realize this. Exactly. Claim what? The last crystal? Oh, is it right up there? You just let me wander around willy-nilly while this last crystal was just sitting there? Ace! Frick, it's not the last one? Someone, please! Release us from the chains of this. Ah! Release us! You were yapping, though. Yeah, I was yapping. That wasn't the last one? Frick my life. I really, honestly, I'm just gonna hot take. This season, these little missions are not fun. I, they're not fun. I mean, I guess I'm not utilizing the area as it should be utilized, so, but... but it always takes forever to freaking... Uh, to freaking finish these things. It's not fun. It's not fun. Oh, thank the Lord. Is that the last one? Please. Ugh, finally. So yeah. So, Friday was number 5. I was caught crocheting. Have a photo. It's actually a very good photo. Um... and then I ended up like going back to my hotel room for a little because I had to like finish some cosplays per usual. And then my friends um no, the night party. The night party was 90s hip hop. The whole like weekend was 90s hip hop. So I ended up getting like this really cool um like baseball jersey, like that had like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on it. So that was really fun. So I wore that. The party was a lot of fun. I danced a lot. I didn't stay out as long as I wanted to because I knew that I had to get back to like finish cosplays. So that literally is the theme of the weekend was like I had some fun and then I went back to my hotel room to finish my cosplays. I'm never doing that again. I was at the party Friday. Nesto, I don't want to talk about how we only met once. And Saturday. I missed grooving with y'all. It's such a missed opportunity, but it's my own fault for not being readily available because I had to finish my cosplays. But did you have fun? Did you guys did you guys dress up in like 90s gear? Or you just went like regular degular? I was in 90s gear. The quest is currently in progress. The heck it is! The frick's your problem? The quest is currently in progress. Frick you. What? The What the freak? How? What am I missing? Excuse me, Sky Kid. The heck? What the heck? What am I missing? The quest is currently in the heck? Did we go through all of that? Did we go through all of that just for it to glitch? I regularly dress like it's the 90s. Oh, okay. Perfect. So you were already in a fit. So yeah, the Friday night party was fun. I went a little bit later. Um, the food trucks were really good. I didn't end up indulging in a lot of the food trucks just because I was trying to like stay conservative with like not eating out too much. But I did have some like fries and whatnot. Diet, yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. But I mean, I still ate like stuff that was like yummy. Um, I still ate some stuff that was yummy. Okay, so one of the nights I had kava. It's like a Mediterranean spot. If you have a kava, it's a chain Mediterranean spot. The first time I had kava, it was way too salty and I didn't like it. And I was like, well, maybe it was a bad batch. Let me try it again. The second time I had kava was over the weekend. I think it was either Thursday or... Is it hit or miss for me? Well, it's been a miss. It's been a miss both times. And I don't want to eat at kava ever again. So the second time I had it, it was either Thursday... I think it was Thursday. And... Because I was like at Michael's or something like that, getting some craft stuff, last minute craft stuff. And so I was like, okay, let me like stop at Kava and get something to eat there, blah, blah, blah. So I got it, and it was just not great. I love Mediterranean food. I know what I want my Mediterranean food to taste like, and it was way too salty. It was not. Like, the flavor was there, but I don't know if it was just like the sauce that they used. I think the woman just put way too much sauce. It's a miss more times than it's a hit, yeah. I don't think I'm ever gonna eat at Cava ever again. Um, Especially when it comes to Mediterranean. I'm like, you're not gonna ruin Mediterranean food for me. You're not gonna like ruin like Greek Mediterranean food for me, so I'm not gonna eat there again. So, um, so yeah, it wasn't great, and I was like highly disappointed. 28, huh? I don't think I'll have enough. Oh, the spirit has something to show you in Vault's 4th floor. Bruh. I hate that for me. Okay. I think that's the last spirit though. I think all the other ones I've gotten. So yeah, so Friday came and went. It was so much fun. I met most of my friends. So it was great to see them. What dressing did you get? I got like tzatziki. I don't know. Tzatziki? Whatever the white sauce is. Um, whatever the white sauce that they put in it. It's really good. Like, when it's good, like, that sauce is delicious. You had an amazing cosplay, by the way. I want to see the ones I missed. Oh, the Chopper cosplay? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I had so much fun wearing the Chopper cosplay. It's my favorite. I will say I had a lot of fun in my cosplays. I had some good reception for my cosplays, and it made me feel very good about myself and that my hard work paid off. Even though I may not have fully 100% liked the way my body looked, but I came to a what's the word I'm looking for? I came to a not a satisfaction, but I was content. I came to a contentment with I can't do anything more. So I have to be yeah, no, not conclusion, but it's just like a resolve. Yeah. I came to a resolution and like just resolved that my body is what it is. You worked really hard. It looks good. Is it 100% where you want it to be? No, but we started late. And so it wasn't going to be 100% where you wanted it, but it is it is there enough to feel moderately comfortable in the cosplays that you're going to be wearing that you need to have the body that you wanted to have. So anywho, um Saturday came and I knew that I had to wear two cosplays. So my cosplays for the morning was the Sailor Saturn cosplay because there was a magical girl photo shoot, and then the afternoon was going to be my my Phoenix cosplay. Let's back up to Friday. So actually no, it was I think it was Thursday. Was it Thursday? Actually, yes, it was Thursday. So let's back up 2 days to Thursday. So when I was um fixing my cosplays, I had resolved that I need to do the spikes on the Phoenix boots, right? So I need to put thanks for the sip sip. We got some tea today. And a little bit of water. I've been drinking water. We have some tea. Um I'm annoyed. The fourth floor of the vault is diabolical. I mean, granted we are already in the vault. Ugh, but having to go through all the floors is super annoying. But anywho, we'll do it while we talk. Um so yeah, so this is this is where a situation ended up happening that kind of put like a damper. Not a huge damper, but just like a what the heck moment, you know? Like yuck moment. You know, so I had to put the spikes on my boots, and so you're doing a lot of yapping. Yeah, talking about the con. I love to talk about BlurredCon. It's my favorite thing to talk about. So Thursday's here. I need to do my boots so that ways I can give myself time to let the glue like cure. It said that it needed like 24 to 48 hours, so I'm like, I need it for Saturday, so let me do it on Thursday, so that ways if I need to do anything extra on Friday, if it hasn't, like, if spikes fell off and I need to reglue it, I'll have another 24 hours in order to fix it if I needed to. Um, so in the beginning, oh, you got stuff to rebuild your Switch? Oh, good. That's why I sent the sip sip. Oh. um, thank you. So, where are we at? Ooh, let's get this really quick. So initially, I had started putting the spikes on in my hotel room. I'm using contact cement, okay? So if anybody has ever used like heavy duty, like builder's glue or whatnot, it's pretty like fumes-y, right? So it has a lot of fumes, but I thought, okay, it's probably not going to be that bad. Um, I should be able to like deal with it. It shouldn't be that bad. I got through about like half of my first boot and I was like, yeah, the fumes are really bad. And then I was also thinking about, I was like, if the fumes start to seep out of the room, like would I get in trouble? Um, and so I was like, okay, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go outside. And so I was wearing like shorts and because I needed like the boots are like knee over the knee, like lower thigh, like boots, right? So I couldn't wear like pants. I couldn't wear pants. So I had some shorts on. That way I could wear one of the boots so that way I can make sure that this is the third level, right? Yeah, I think so. So that way I could make sure that I aligned the spikes properly, right? So so I had on one of the boots and then I was like, okay, I need to go outside. But because I had already started putting the spikes on the boot, I didn't want to take off the boot in case some of the spikes fell off. So I had one boot on and then I put on a sneaker on the other foot. Plus, I was holding one of the other boots. And so I was like in the elevator walking through the lobby. I was like, I hope no one sees this. I hope no one sees us. And I'm walking outside. I'm like, this is so embarrassing, but I have to get this done, right? And so I get outside and I'm like, okay, I need to find like a little secluded corner where like I can do this privately. I'm not in anybody's way or anything like that. So, um, I found this little spot like in like the corner, like away from the entrance, so that ways if anybody like smelled the fumes, it would be um okay, so this is the fourth level. So we're trying to look for the person. Oh, is that them over there? Yes, perfect. Excellent. Yay. So I found a little like corner spot and so I was like putting the spikes on and they were like taking a while, right? Because I had to like hold each spike there for about a couple of minutes. Um and so I had the boot on and so I was like bent over. I made sure that like I was like faced away from like people. There were no wrong notes here, even silent sings. Oh Lord. Oh, am I just like oh. Okay, it's good enough. Good enough. So while I was doing that, I was minding my own business. I was like listening to like some like, am I the a-hole? Like, videos or something like that, because I find those very entertaining and very funny. And then, and then I noticed that, like, I'm hearing, like, coughing behind me. And so I look behind, and then there's this, like, guy that's, like, seated right behind me. Not, like, inconspicuous. Blatantly, like, just right behind me. And in the view of my hiney. W, minding your own business. Uh, yeah, and so I was like wondering, like, for one, why are you over here? I'm literally in the corner of the building, like, so there's nothing around that you need, right? There's a huge wall, there's a bush, and there's nothing else, right? There's a wall and a bush, and then you have like the entrance that's like a ways away. Um, they were being a creep. They were being a total creep. And so at first I was trying to like give them the benefit of the doubt. I was like, maybe you're taking a smoke break, but then my naivety um realized that that was a silly reasoning. And you need to actually like look at the situation for what it was. And so I realized here is part of the answer. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Um, so I realized, and I tried to like ignore it. At first, I'm like, okay, maybe he'll just go away if he realized that I'm ignoring him. And, uh, can you like not, Flirty, the heck? Every time I heard Bush and Nickel, whatever. Anyways, anyways, so I was like, maybe I can just like ignore him and he'll just go away. Because he knows that I saw him and maybe he'll realize that he's being a weirdo creepo and leave. And then, so I go back to doing what I'm doing, and then he continues to stay there, and he's like, first off, he's like smoking this e-cigarette or something like that. At the same time, he's losing a lung. He's like hacking up his like left alveoli lung. I'm like, bro, first off, if you're gonna be a creep, be discreet about it and not be hacking up a lung behind me. I was like, but anyways, also just don't be a creep in the first place. So then after like a minute or so, I was like, okay, I've got to like do something because he's not leaving, right? And so I adjust how I'm like standing. So basically, okay, so this is like, let's say this right here is like the entrance to like the hotel. I was literally all the way like over here. Okay, like not an exaggeration. Like I was literally, this was like a wall here. There was a wall like here. And let's pretend that this was a bush and the wall was like here as well too. So I was like here, like faced this way, right? So there's nothing behind me. But then he's all like here and is like Heiny. I was like, ugh, gross, yuck. And like I had like two like thoughts of being like, can you leave me the frick alone? But then also I don't like confrontation, and so I ended up I ended up initially was like facing this way, right? And then I ended up turning where like this was the wall, right? And then um this was like the bush that was here. I ended up like facing this way so that like my butt was up against like the wall now. And then I was kind of looking at him. And so once I did that, he was like he was like, "Oh, did you need help?" And I was like, "Bruh." I was like literally putting on one of the spikes. I looked up at him and I was like, "No." I gotta make it funny somehow, but he was being a creep. Yeah, he was being a freaking weirdo creep. And I was like, "No." And then he was like, "Oh, okay." And then walked away. And I was like, "Ah, why? Why are people like this?" I'm like, "There's no reason for you to be like this." Uh, gross. No. That doesn't even go together well. Creepy zaddy. Ew. Yuck. Yuck. Anyways, once he left, I finished my boots. And my boots were done. And then I had to make the walk back to my hotel room. And so again, I was in one regular shoe. Um I was in one regular shoe and the boot on the other leg. Oh, actually no. I took the boots off my leg because I didn't want to ruin the spikes cuz the glue was still fresh. So I took the boots off, but then I only had one sneaker. So I had one sneaker. I didn't bring down the second sneaker. So I had one so I had one sneaker, sans sneaker, just a sock, and then two boots in my hands. And so I had to make the walk back through the lobby, not looking at anybody because I'm like, it is what it is right now. And then go back to my room. And that was like that's how my Thursday finished before I went to the that's how my Thursday finished before I went to the hello. Hello. Hi. Okay, bye. I'm just gonna walk away. Okay, bye. Yeah, thanks. Um, so yeah, so Saturday comes and I'm getting ready to put on my Sailor Saturn cosplay. I've come to the resolution that for one, I don't have my staff. I'm upset about that, but it is what it is. I didn't find my wand, and I was upset about that. It is what it is. I was trying to figure out, okay, so what are going to be my poses that I'm going to be doing with my Sailor Saturn cosplay that I'm going to be doing because usually my poses are with the staff. So I figured out some poses that were going to be fun, blah blah. I start putting on my cosplay. The last bit is like a little shoulder like strap piece and I'm like, okay, all I have left is to put on the shoulders. And then I'm like going to the bag. I was like, wait a minute, where are my shoulder straps? And then I was like, okay, they're here. I know I packed them. There's a lot of like stuff on the other bed, so I was like, okay, let me just like move stuff around, blah blah blah. I wasn't finding them. I was like, okay, let me check the suitcase to make sure. Suitcase was empty. I had taken everything out of the suitcase that had my cosplays, and I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, don't panic. It's here somewhere. You know that you packed it because you double checked, right? And I was like, but wait a minute. I know that I grabbed them, but did I actually put them in the bag for my other Sailor Scout, like, clothes? And I'm like, I don't remember putting them in the bag. I was like, but you must have, because why wouldn't you have? I'm like, I know that. So they have to be here. They definitely weren't. And at this point, it was getting closer and closer to the time that I needed to go to the Sailor Moon meetup for the photo shoot. And I was like, crap, I don't have the shoulder pads. And I was just like, at that point, I was like very disappointed just because, especially for the Sailor Saturn like cosplay. For one, I didn't have the staff, so I was upset about that. For two, I didn't have the wand, so I was upset about that. And now, not to have the shoulder pads, I was just like, I, I don't even want to wear the cosplay at this point now. And I was low key on the verge of crying because I love this cosplay. It's Sailor Saturn, and I didn't want to miss the photo shoot. I was gonna just take everything off, and then I was like, wait a minute, take a second, don't get upset. For one, don't cry. Yeah, thanks, Remade. Um, I was like, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't, like, not ruin, but don't put a damper on your BlurredCon experience by being so upset about cosplay that you're going to not experience the con the way that you want to experience the con. And I was just like, okay. But it's the shoulder pads, the part of the cosplay, it's not going to look good. I was like, I literally had a conversation with myself in my hotel room. I was like, put everything on and just see what it looks like. Just put everything on. Um, just put everything on and just see what it looks like. If you absolutely hate it, then yes, you can take it off and you can wear like a graphic tee or something and just go to the meetup and take pictures of the girls that like have all of their like cosplays together for the meetup. And so I put it on. I put the wig on. I put like everything on. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, it doesn't look horrible. And I was like, okay, it doesn't look horrible. Are you okay with walking out in public like this? And I told myself, I was like, okay, you have the major elements of the cosplay. It's not like I forgot the skirt. It's not like I forgot the collar or the bows or something like that. If it was something like that, no, I wouldn't have worn the cosplay whatsoever because that's a major. Perfection is critical is your new name. Yeah, like when it comes to something that I'm passionate about, I want to do it well. And when I feel like I don't do it well, I get upset with myself. That I failed in some way and I'm not um doing my best. You know what I'm saying? So I get really hard on myself. So I had a moment in the hotel room where I was like really standing there in front of the mirror, looking at myself and saying, everything else looks great. Your boots look great, the skirt, the bodysuit, the collar, you have everything. It's just you got a little bit more shoulder showing. You know, you got a little bit more shoulder skin showing. My arms looked great, by the way, so I think that helped. My arms look great, by the way, so I think that helped for me to feel better about it because I'm like, girl, your your arms look very muscular, and I like it. And so I kind of like, not the shoulder skin. Yeah, I was showing a lot of shoulder skin. The shoulder pads. So the shoulder pads go over the top of my shoulder, and then it has like a little tool that goes like a little bit over like the shoulder part. So I was showing full shoulder in that cosplay. So I resolved that yes, you still look good, and this is a part of cosplay. Cosplay is not going to be perfect every time. Cosplay, you're going to have hiccups, you're going to have setbacks. It's a part of cosplay. And if someone and I told myself, I'm like, if someone has such a problem with my cosplay that they're like, "Oh, you're missing your shoulder pads." I can literally be like, "You can shove the shoulder pads up your nose." Okay? Because I still made this cosplay. You know what I'm saying? It's not like um I made the skirt, I made the collar, I made the shoes. Like I did work with this cosplay, and so I had to remind myself why I love this cosplay, and not having the shoulder pads, yes, was a little bit of a disappointment. And was I still self-conscious about it while I was out in public wearing it? Yes. However, I had so much fun wearing it. I still got recognized. People still thought my cosplay was wonderful. I still was very honest and transparent when people want to take pictures, and I'm just like, thank you so much for complimenting my cosplay. I was really feeling very self-conscious about wearing it because I'm missing some pieces from it. So I really, really appreciate that you came up to me and said that it looked great, wanted to take my picture. And people were like very touched by that because I was like being real. I was Doug Funny, and I was self-conscious. You probably looked wonderful. Do you have pictures of yourself as Doug Funny? And that's a thing as well too, is like we're all self-conscious about something, right? And for the most part, the your self-consciousness is only internal, right? It, it's your internal struggle about how you are perceived to the world and not how the world is perceiving you, right? And so the world was perceiving me in a positive light. I was perceiving the world in a semi-negative light where I was like, I'm not good enough, I'm missing elements. And so um and so I should just take off this I should just take off this cosplay. No, I was behind the camera. Fine. And that was a closet cosplay. Closet cosplays are really great. Honestly. Closet cosplays are kind of one of my favorite ones because they're nice and easy. They're comfortable, and especially when people recognize you because you have the elements and um, they get the reference and stuff like that. Like I love that. Like closet cosplays, um, bot cosplays, maid cosplays, everything in between. Like I love them all. Stop, Demi. And so I went to the meetup. It was wonderful. I got great pictures. I was talking to the girls there. Like, this is why I love cosplay and why I love BlurredCon, why, um, I stick with doing cosplay is because the community is so encouraging, is so supportive. Um, there was not one person at the Sailor Moon meetup that was like, wear your shoulder pads, you're not being lore accurate, um, why don't you have her staff, or anything like that. They were so nice, and I literally almost cried when I was like talking with them, just because I was being, again, I was just being honest with them and being like, I almost didn't come just because I'm missing pieces. And they knew the pieces that were missing, but they were like, but you look great though. And they were like, we're so glad that you came. Anyways, and you look great. And no one's gonna know that you're missing the shoulder pads, because the only people that really know are the the Sailor Moon stands. You know what I'm saying? And even then, you can you can be in such variations of Sailor Moon that you can just be like, oh, she just didn't want to do the shoulder pads, and that's okay too. So so after that, I felt so much better, and so it was so much fun to do the Sailor Moon meetup, and I felt great. And that really made my day. That made me feel so much better about myself. And then, and then I had to rush back to my room and get dressed for my Phoenix cosplay. This was the one that I was the most nervous about, because this one was the one that last year I was supposed to do. I didn't do because I was just way too body self-conscious. I was not in a great mental headspace that I even wanted to go to BlurredCon last year. I was just not feeling it. I'm glad I did go because I needed it. Um, but I told myself this year that you're doing the Phoenix cosplay. You know what you have to do in order to feel good in this cosplay, but you're doing it. It's been 2 years that you posted the initial like picture about the cosplay. Um, and you need to do it. And so I had all the elements. I had stayed up late that night putting the spikes on the bodysuit. It looked really good. Um, the spikes stayed on the boots, which I was very happy about. And so the only thing that I had to do was do my hair. That took a lot longer than I expected. And the hair came out great though. The hair came out so good, but it took so much longer than I expected to do, which I should have known better because you know, doing your hair, you think it's gonna you think it's gonna cost, or you think it's gonna take like, oh, it might take an hour, but then it takes 2 hours, you know? And so I should have allotted for more time in between. I should have allotted more time in between to do my hair. So I finished my hair, and I got dressed. I was running about 30 minutes behind. It was what it was, right? I was like, oh, I'm so upset. I'm gonna miss the Marvel photo shoot. This is the whole reason why I wanted to wear this outfit, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? Just put it on. If anything, you can just walk around in the fit, even if you miss the shoot. And so I was about half an hour. I've put everything on. I looked in the mirror. I was like, this is freaking boss. You look great. And I was really happy with myself with how I looked. I was like, this is cool. And I was really proud of myself with how I brought everything together. Can y'all? Oh my gosh. Jeez, Manelli. A freak. um. Sorry, Ace. They were like annoying me. You found some Doug and a Quail Man. Ooh, that's really cool. Um, but yeah, so I finally made it like downstairs, and then I had to also remind myself, I was like, okay, you have to walk with confidence, right? I'm like, you have to walk with confidence. You have to have an aura of, I'm a baddie, right? I'm a baddie. And so I'm like, I will try. I will try my hardest, but I I did my best, okay? I did my best. Um One of the things that was a little bit annoying was that I didn't have enough thigh meat to hold up the leg straps. I didn't have enough thigh meat to hold up my leg straps, and so they were falling down a little bit. And then I also had claws on, and so I couldn't adjust them as they needed to, and so I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. I had to like stop, take off my claws, adjust the thigh straps to like pull them higher up my like leg so that way they would like stick. Um and then try to make it down to the photo shoot and everything like that. And so I made it with like, and they're like, "Oh, you missed the this." I was like, "Oh, it is what it is." But I did get some individual pictures done, which I was very happy about. And then afterwards, I met up with my friend, and that was really cool. And she said that I did really well, and I think that's my biggest happiness, is to hear my friends say that I did a great job. Um, Especially on that cosplay, because they knew how much I kind of lamented over this cosplay, how much I was disappointed that I didn't do it last year. So they were really happy for me that I was able to pull it off. And it looked really, really good. I had to like pat myself on the back because I think I did a very good job um, with that cosplay. I definitely have some things that I want to improve about it. But for what it was, for it being the first time I put it on and everything like that, I think I did a great job. I got great compliments. Um, there was like, there's one interaction with a guy when I was like doing a video with my friend, and he was like, he asked me what the character was. I was like, oh, it's Phoenix, the Hellfire Gala like fit, and he's like, oh, okay. and then um and then he was just like asking me like these like random questions. Like, it was funny. It was a funny interaction, and I was like, I am not a baddie enough to like have this conversation seriously. So I'm just gonna awkwardly giggle at all of your requests. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I'm so sorry. He's like, but you could though. I was like, nah, I couldn't because I'm too awkward. I mean, I wish I could get there and be a baddie enough to have that kind of like dommy mommy like attitude, but that's not me. That's not me. Uh, so so it was a really funny interaction, and my friend was like dying laughing because she knows how awkward turtle I am. Um, but that was really cool. And so after I sufficiently felt good about the time I spent in that cosplay, I was like, okay, so now I have to get dressed for the party, and also I just want to take a little bit of a nap. And so I took about like a 30, actually I took like an hour nap. I was supposed to take out my hair, but when I woke up I was so exhausted and tired that I didn't take out my hair. We're supposed to be TLC, I did not get the vibe on Sunday. Dami Mommy vibes? Yeah, no, not in the Chopper cosplay. And you wouldn't at all because I'm not a Dami Mommy. Uh, uh, I don't think I could ever portray that kind of aura. I can't aura farm like that. I can only give you cutie patootie vibes. Not us. I'm gonna step on you vibes. I can't give you that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give you that. So I was talking shy. I think. Oh, you think? Oh, the shy vibes. Well, when it comes to BlurredCon, I'm very much more out of my shell. Um, and I'm a lot more personable and interactive with people at BlurredCon because it's such a safe space for me to be kind of my authentic nerdy self, and it's so easy to chat up with people because they're either in cosplay. Um, in cosplay, the music is going, and it's just the atmosphere is so fun that it's very easy to like for me to spark up a conversation with people. In regular life, I would not whatsoever talk to anybody. I would be in a corner. I got a photo of someone with a sign that said they would step on you for $10. Yeah, there's a yeah. If that was Saturday night, for sure. Saturday night, um, like after 8 o'clock or something like that. Yeah, the baddies come out on Saturday night for sure. Um, yeah, they come out for sure. Uh, but I could never. I could never. But yeah, so I was supposed to be Chili from TLC, and so I had the outfit for sure, but the hair was just not TLC. It was still fun. Like, somewhat. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, the Chick-fil-A. Yeah. They have that every year. Yeah. Mhm. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hold on. Ugh. Emergency Dimmy. Hold on. Okay, we're back. All right. So where were we at? Saturday night chili. So I I didn't want to take out my hair. I was like, I'm not gonna take out my hair. I'm just gonna leave it. It's still fun looking, but it doesn't fit the quote unquote um it doesn't fit the theme of chili, but I was like, it is what it is. At this point, I just want to go to the party, I want to have fun, and I want to see my friends. And so we ended up going, had such a good time. Everybody loved our outfits. And then we ended up meeting um, a celebrity called Godfrey. I forget where he's from, but we got a picture with him because he loved our TLC outfits and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. The dancing was cool. I almost lost my phone because my phone was in my pocket, and I was dancing so hard that my phone fell out of my pocket. And then someone like tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Is this yours?" I was like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much." And so I was like, "You gotta calm down, Kuriko." He's a comedian. Yes, he's a comedian. I'm not really into celebrities like that, so I know his face, but I was like, can't tell you where he's from. I know he has a podcast, I think, as well too. Now everybody has a podcast, though. Um, but yeah, he really liked the outfits. We had so much fun at the party. Um, and then this one again, we were hanging out. Oh, I didn't even get my thingamajiggies. Oh, good thing I remember that. And then, so yeah, so that was Saturday night. It was so much fun. At that point, I was so happy to be done with my Sailor Saturn and my Phoenix cosplay because I knew that this was the home stretch. I can eat what I want because I don't need to fit into anything. My Chopper cosplay is nice and comfortable, and I indulged myself. That night, I got something very tasty, and I got a couple of drinky drinks that were like very yummy as well too. And I was very happy. I was very, very happy. And then, but we can. It's getting a little bit late. It's already 10:30, so we can talk about Sunday, um, tomorrow. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll have some pictures up, so we can talk about the pictures. Maybe. I can't guarantee. I have to figure out how to like, uh, send them over or like get them on my computer in an easier way other than taking each individual picture and putting it in the folder one by one. There's like 150 like photos. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, just help me to just move them all at once. But I'm not technically savvy enough to figure that out, so we'll have to try to do that. Um, Most likely, I probably might have to just move them over one by one, which is gonna be so annoying. Anywho, um, but yeah, so that was most of my BlurredCon experience, which was like Bluetooth phone to laptop. Yeah, I'll try that. Um, Everybody's all up in our business. Everybody's all up in our business. This person is always here. And also, I think there's another. Is this a travel spirit? Oh yeah, I already got that. I don't think I need anything. Or hardwire it. Yeah, I can try that too. And we'll try to figure out where the rest of the sunflowers are as well too. But I do like this cape. The cape is really cute. 2 hearts. The cape is really cute. So I might try to get that. Anywho, um, yeah. So maybe tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna do 8 o'clock instead of 7:30, only because like it's just really hard for me to like decompress and unwind right after work. And then if I do 7:30, by the time I get home, it's like six o'clock. I take Demi out and then shower, eat, and stuff like that. It's like 7:15, so I don't have that much time to like just sit and rest for a second before I have to get on stream. So I'm gonna make it for 8 o'clock tomorrow, and then maybe I can give myself some time where I can like get the photos. You found 3 of them. Awesome. And hopefully I can show you guys the photos tomorrow. We'll see. But anywho, thank you everybody for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for listening to my yap session about BlurredCon. If you or anybody you know is interested in BlurredCon, ask me anything about BlurredCon. I love talking about BlurredCon. I hype it up. I would love to have as many of my friends go to BlurredCon and experience it. It's wonderful. It is getting bigger every year, which is great, but also I fear that the more popular it becomes, the less niche it is, and it loses a little bit of its charm by it being a medium-sized con. So BlurredCon is not like a big con whatsoever. It's like a medium-sized con, so it's perfect. Um, in my opinion, it's perfect for those who um, are looking to get into going to Comic Cons. It's small enough where you can interact with people in an authentic way, in organic way. And you can meet a lot of people. The atmosphere is fun. The vibes are fun. It's just very inviting and welcoming, and just very very chill, cool vibes. It's not like pretentious. It's not like better than you. It's not content creator heavy. You do see content creators here and there. You are seeing a little bit more, but for the most part, it's just people having fun, interacting with one another, vibing, checking out the cosplays, chatting it up, the panels, and stuff like that. But it is big enough where there are things for you to do all the time. It's a 24-hour con for 3 days. So if it's 2 a.m. and you want to figure out something that you want to do, like you can figure out something you can do at 2 a.m. if you wanted to. There's music that's always going. There's food that's always readily available. The food trucks are there. There's some that stay open 24 hours. Um, People are always out and about at the con, so you can always like conversate, link up with people, and just have fun. The panels are great. The dance parties are super fun, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, if you ever want to go to a con and you don't know, and you want to have a con that is like focused on Black culture, Black nerddom of all kinds. It's not just anime, not just gaming. It's sci-fi, it's fantasy, um it's like cartoons, it's um robotics, It's everything. It's tabletop games. It's card games. It's so many things. So many different ways you can connect. It felt really inclusive. It was my first, yeah. Yeah, it is very inclusive. There's so many different fandoms that you can connect with. Like, if you're into like the spicy BDSM stuff, there is a fandom for you for that. If you're into like furries and stuff like that, you can do that. If you're into Magic the Gathering, if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, there's space for you for that. If you just want to game retro games for the next 72 hours, you can do that. Um, and I had a friend that literally played Magic the Gathering for 5 hours straight. And I was like, bro, have at it. Like, I'm glad that you love it. Um, I'll see you when you emerge from the shadows of the campaign. Um, but yeah, there's so many things. There's cosplay. If you're into cosplay, there's different um if you just want to wear regular clothes, you don't have to cosplay. The first year I went in regular clothes and I had just as much fun. I had just as much fun as I did when I cosplayed for the first time. So I have like so much fun like thinking of different cosplays, being inspired by different cosplays. Like that's how I like to spend my con is looking at other people's cosplays, taking photos, interacting, going to panels, hanging out with my friends. But you can experience BlurredCon however you want. You can focus on going to panels, you can focus on gaming, you can focus on just chilling out in the front of the hotel, like toking it out with all the people that are out there. Like literally you could do that for 72 hours if you wanted to. Because there are people all the time that's out having a time in front of the hotel. Um you want to get late night jerk chicken at 3 a.m. You can because it's open. um or you just want to hang out. Like the con is 24/7. It doesn't close. There's you can hang out with people all night if you wanted to. So it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. So I totally recommend if you're looking for a black nerd space that is just so much of a vibe and you won't regret it. You'll have a great time. BlurredCon is the place to be for sure. Q, welcome back. We're just finishing up. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. Tomorrow we'll talk some more, and we'll talk about if we have some time as well too. We'll talk about my potential um next cosplays. I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that. They're so much fun. They're going to be so much fun. They are going to be a little bit of work. They're very ambitious, but I think that if I start now, I should be able to finish all the ones that I want to do. It's going to be at least 3 cosplays, 3 new cosplays, plus one extra, maybe. If I have enough time, I'm going to prioritize the first 3. And if I have some time afterwards, I'll add the third one. Or add the fourth one. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys some concepts that I made up using ChatGPT. I've already started to talk to some 3D printers um, on Etsy to talk to them about commissions. I've already got some swatches of fabrics coming in. And I found out that one of my church moms, another one of my church moms, does is a seamstress as well too. And I talked to her, and she is totally gung ho about helping me with my cosplay. I tried to do as much of my cosplay by myself as much as possible, but I feel like I was like, if I can like uh, enlist you to help me with certain things if I'm having trouble or get your advice or something like that'll be super fun. It is a nice way to connect with people in your church, you know. So yeah. So we'll talk about that tomorrow and maybe some Sunday. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. As always, if it is morning where you are, ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. Hopefully you had a good night's rest and you're ready for the day. If it is afternoon where you are, hopefully your morning went well and the rest of your day is even better. And where's oh Lord, hold on. We're not starting soon. Don't look at that. And if it is nighttime where you are, like it is here, it's 10:46 p.m. Rest well. And if you work today, otsukaresama deshita. Thank you so much for working so hard. You are appreciated. I say that to you as I say that to myself because I just had a rough day today at work. I'm not gonna um being transparent. Uh, and so coming on here, I almost kind of didn't because I was just not having a great day at work today. Um, but I'm glad I did. It was definitely helpful to kind of reset my mental, you know. And I love chatting with you guys, and talking about BlurredCon always puts me in a good mood, you know. So um, I'm just reminding myself that I just have to get through one more day of work, and then I have 2 days off. So that's what I have to remind myself. I have one more day, just get through one more day, and have 2 days off, and I can rest and relax. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you have a great time zone wherever you are, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye bye. Good night. Later.